Man. Fucking the other way. Man.
For my money, it's the best.
It's 11-10,
football time as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Football Team.
Not in this division, y'all won't probably.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Yes, they is. They gonna make the playoffs. They ain't gonna do shit when they get there. They still gonna have a better record than the Dolphins.
He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Because who all got a better record than them?
Handoff here to Nwangu. Into the secondary, past the 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Nwangu, 72 yards. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had it gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First and 10, Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Man.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
That win ain't gonna help y'all, boy.
To the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
They got a streak though going. They ain't had a losing record in like 10 years.
Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out.
Wow, what the fuck
they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. You're down early. You get back in the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit. And
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and
it's only his 2nd year.
Loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It is good. We got it ain't
from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. They still can't get it. Here's Johnson with a reception. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Deontay Johnson.
That was 3 years ago he played with us. What are you saying?
Washington has made this a 1-score game.
3 years ago. We only got 2 people that play with us now that played on their defense 3 years ago.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And we just now getting our full defense out there. Just this first game is when we gonna have everybody on defense, and I think on offense too. This is gonna be the first time all year. I hope they sit Zeke down, bro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
You said what?
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before
hey, look, I just watched DeMarcus Cousins. I said DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Lawrence played, bro. That nigga not bad at all. He's fucking cold, bro.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before.
Man, because that bus game, it seemed like he ain't do shit.
Recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Boyd just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Yeah, RG, that nigga a beast.
Gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
For real.
Game that yardage back.
Through one corner, 14-7.
Man, Tua has to be in a fucking hospital after our game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So as it turns out,
we finna get back on the road. Watch, bro.
Charles, they at least get points, get 3 of
we had a bad little,
had a bad
little motherfucking November. That shit over with.
Are we out of field goal range? Are we gonna be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Johnson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big bodies start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good
playing
job
in New York.
following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the ground with a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give left side here for Nwangu. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Jackson. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue. Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3. Yeah, see what happens. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl. And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Boyd, 66 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half. I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space. And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
On the run is Nwagu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll run with Nwagu. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
I missed the field goal.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
Exactly right.
Like an extra point field goal?
To answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bring him out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And getting this just shy.
Damn, Rail running the fuck out the ball, bro.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Mayfield on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run at Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Sanders. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Hawkinson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
We could have been superstars.
To throw is Jackson. Left side to Lamb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Daddy, I mean, real. That nigga start running the ball on my ass. Man.
Mayfield down.
Man, he's sitting in the pocket all fucking day, bro.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He got a million years to fucking throw the ball, and niggas just breaking open. He got that type of touchdown 3 times.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Man, my niggas is 30 speed and shit, bro.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down to the 47-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a carry for Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gordon, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Get an episode in. Keep saying him. Say what? Umbrella Academy. You was asleep. I'm acting so tired. You made NY closed out? Huh, Shadow?
Hi,
That's funny. That's what they saying in the PlayStation group chat. I could swear I had way more roaches than that. Fool. I just lost to fucking real, cuz. Bro, that's what he just fucking did. Had me coming out in that weak ass fucking nickel 335 odd. Yeah, real. I mean, he gonna whoop real ass. Man, I'd rather it happen to him than it to happen to me. Don't invite that nigga to fucking OG grind time. Leave him out of this shit. No, I don't. I got enough competition. I had to learn how to beat Dottie. I had to learn how to be real. I'm not trying to keep learning how to beat niggas, man. Oh, man. What's my tendencies? What's my tendencies? He soldier had like 100 yards on his end.
Keep your teeth off me. I hate when you put your paw on me. When you hit your paws.
While we wait on Phelps, let's go back and look at the third down.
I'm finna go get my mango.
Take a look at Stephon Diggs, where he ends up in the middle of the field. And Josh
Yeah, Stephon Diggs hurt.
downfield.
I'm gone, no. Y'all niggas let me know when it's time for me to whoop somebody's ass.